Picture this. You're reading through a chunk of code someone else wrote, maybe even past you. And it's like walking into a weird soap opera. Objects are spilling secrets to each other. Classes are way too cozy, and there's this constant back and forth that makes you cringe. It's like watching two coworkers overshare in the break room. Yep, that's what we call inappropriate intimacy. It's not just awkward, it's a code smell. And trust me, it's one of those smells that gets worse the deeper you dig. But don't worry, we're not just here to air the code base's dirty laundry. We're diving into what this problem actually is, why it's such a headache, and how to untangle the mess. Spoiler, it's not as bad as it looks. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to keep your code's relationship professional. Alright, so let's break this down. Inappropriate intimacy happens when two classes are just too close. We're talking direct access to each other's private parts, data and logic. Instead of maintaining clear boundaries, these classes are trading methods and fields like it's nobody's business. Here's an example. Imagine you got two classes, employee and payroll. Sounds innocent, right? But if employees starts dripping into payroll's private methods to calculate bonuses, or if payroll knows way too much about employees' personal life, like their vacation days, things get messy. And here's the kicker. This kind of closeness makes your code brittle. Change one class and suddenly you're rewriting the other. It's like trying to rearrange furniture in a house of cards. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't that just bad design? And yeah, it usually starts with good intentions. Two classes need to collaborate, but then someone's decide, hey, let's skip the small talk, and bam, you're swapping private data like there's no tomorrow. This often happens when developers over-rely on getters and setters. It starts small. Oh, I'll just grab this field real quick. Before you knew it, Class A knows everything about Class B. Overuse of bidirectional relationship. When Class A points to Class B and Class B points right back, now they're stuck in a weird dependency loop. Tight coupling from poor abstraction. If two classes are directly tied to each other's internals, you're basically begging for this problem. Here's the thing. Inappropriate intimacy doesn't just feel wrong. It creates real-world problems. It wrecks maintainability. Say you want to update one class. Oh wait, you can't, because the other one will break. It's like trying to replace a light bulb but realizing the entire electrical system depends on that one bulb. It kills testability. Good luck writing isolated unit tests when every class is up in each other's business. It leads to cascading changes. You tweak something here and suddenly you're hunting down ripple effects across the entire codebase. The takeaway? If your classes are oversharing, you're going to end up with a maintenance nightmare. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. How do you fix, or better yet, prevent inappropriate intimacy? Respect encapsulation. Keep private stuff private. If a class doesn't need direct access to another's internal state, don't give it. Use interfaces or methods that expose only what's necessary. Think of it this way. Instead of borrowing your coworker's stapler every 5 minutes, ask them to staple things for you. You get what you need, and their desk stays neat. Apply the law of Demeter. This one's huge. It's also called the don't talk to strangers rule. A class should only interact with its immediate neighbors, not with neighbors' neighbors. See? Cleaner, simpler, and way less dependent on the class's guts. Refactor intermediators. If two classes are too tightly coupled, introduce a third class to handle their communication. It's like hiring a neutral party to manage disputes. Reevaluate your design. Maybe these two classes shouldn't be separate at all. Sometimes inappropriate intimacy is a sign you're better off merged. Or they might need to be restructured into smaller, more focused components. Alright, so here's the deal. Inappropriate intimacy isn't just bad vibes, it's bad code. But with a little effort, you can set boundaries, clean up your relationships, and make your code base a whole lot healthier. Because at the end of the day, good code is like good friendship. It's all about balance, respect, and knowing when to mind your own business.